So, French Open is underway and we are through the first week and there's been quite a few surprises already.
Yeah, we're going to be looking back at the first week's results and who we think is going to make the semi-finals, finals, and overall winner.
And at the end of the day, Steve's predictions are pretty garbage.
Still got some left.
Just the odd one or two. Hi, this is Paul from Strong Too Tight.
Stephen here, hello.
And as mentioned, we're now in the middle of the Roland Garros tournament over in Paris. It's been a pretty cool tournament so far, lots of shocks.
Quite a wet week as well.
Well,
weather's been quite turbulent.
It's alright, well, just because Nadal is Jesus and he makes it rain to slow everything down. Yeah, so there we go. And the thing is, Federer probably wants him to win because the longer he's in the tournament, the less likely he's going to cause damage in Wimbledon.
Yep.
So there we go. It's falling into place for everybody.
Did you see, interestingly, Federer mentioned about that he wants to play the French Open next year?
Yeah.
Is he being serious now?
Could that be there's a swan song?
Could be the final swan song. Yeah. I wonder what racket he'll be using.
I wonder too.
Where should we start?
Well, now you just throw me off base a little bit, but I'm going to say this: it's changed. Are we getting close to normality again? We've got Serena, Sharapova, Djokovic. Still, we can talk about them. They're still in.
I'm pleased for two of the three.
I'm pleased for two of the three as well.
Like Serena, obviously, amazing. Obviously, 16 months out of a Grand Slam. Well, actually, before mentioning Serena, I'm going to mention her outfit initially. The catsuit.
I was worried about mentioning the catsuit. I was literally in my head then thinking to myself,
I like it.
Really?
Yeah, it's different. This is what it's all about. It brings... Serena is the queen of bringing eyes to the game. We talk about it all the time. That trended #1 on everything, what she was wearing. I liked it. Well done, Serena. That takes courage as well.
Okay.
That takes courage.
Around about 1982, 1981, there was a lady, it wasn't Gurugram, it was some American lady, begins with S, her name was. And I've forgotten. But she wore a white catsuit at Wimbledon and got torn apart. Now, fair enough, she was a nobody in terms of she was never going to do anything big in the draw. But, you know, Serena does it. She wears a black one. It coincides with...
Wakanda Forever. She said she felt like a superhero, which is fair enough. You know, she had a difficult pregnancy, which obviously lots of women go through, which we'll never understand. So if it makes her feel empowered and like she can give back to women, I'm okay with that. What I really want, is I really wanted to wear a white one at Wimbledon. You were just mentioning it. If she wears a white catsuit at Wimbledon.
Did you not see Heather Watson's?
I saw the legs. Yeah.
The thing that she got on the phone, New Balance, can you make sure I've got one of them for Wimbledon?
Could you imagine? That would bring up, maybe that's what they need.
What I wanted to see though, I want to see, it's so pathetic that we're talking about this. This is the worst start to a Strong Too Tight video, it's got to be. Where it would be a blend of Serena's catsuit with Fognini's t-shirt.
Oh, well, the lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt.
That's quite
That's what she should have on hers. It should just be
incredible. That's what he's done, isn't it?
Miss Incredible.
Well, she'd be Miss.
This is incredible.
Yeah. Anyway, obviously, Serena getting better and better through the tournament, and she's a fighter and a winner. What's to stop her winning this tournament?
Pretty much everything from now on. Sharapova is going to take her out. I don't want that to happen.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
Yeah, but she is.
Not after, well, you know what? There's quite a big controversy blowing up with Sharapova's comments how Serena hates her because she was she's very careful what she's going to say, the skinny white girl who beat her at 17. You can take that many ways in this modern crazy world, but this needle, Serena is going to bring out the beast.
I hated the way that Serena, was it Gorgas who played against Serena? Yeah. She clearly was intimidated by Serena. Not because Serena was bullying her or anything, but Serena didn't actually do that much. And Gorgas is supposed to be a strong player on clay. She was garbage. Yeah. Absolute garbage. She talk about playing the player and not the actual.
Yeah, but
play the aura, play
playing a scenario.
Play the legend, not the flipping woman. I mean, God, it was a terrible match. But Serena is looking great. I have to say, she's looking really, really good. First round match, I was totally unimpressed and thought, yeah, she'll get through one or two. But no, awesome.
Sharapova, like you say, she is hitting a good ball. I mean, I can't, just screaming. I realised I've not missed a one bit. I want you to lose.
Yeah, I'm with Steve on that. Can't stand anything that you represent. I'm sorry. I think that you are just...
You're a cheat, a drugs cheat, proven drugs cheat, obviously. Why do you always pull that face? She got caught and banned for taking drugs.
No, but there's better ways to put it. You're a pain in the backside, and we hate watching you.
If you're a cheat, you're a cheat. If you're a cheat by a tiny bit or by a big bit, you're a cheat.
Yeah, but I don't like watching her because I don't like the way she creams herself and everything is so immaculate. And
I managed to put some devil horns on my Instagram story today.
I can't stand it. But anyway, like you say, we've obviously now touched on those two. Do we start with Djokovic now? Because I think he deserves a massive shout out.
He's fighting. He's fighting his absolute guts out.
He was pretty incredible yesterday against Verdasco. Verdasco,
what happened?
Watching him, like, I don't know how he gets away with it. My wife, obviously being Colombian, fluent in Spanish, we're watching him, and the language out of that guy's mouth, every single point.
It's because it's not English. They all do it. They all get away with it.
It's absolutely disgusting. And ATP, please just watch that match.
Again,
please.
Kyrgios saying the things he was saying.
Absolutely.
Banned.
There was a certain P word that he kept on saying, and I would say he said it at least 50 to 100 times.
I can't speak Spanish.
And it's audible. You can hear it. And he's just continually doing it. Now, I'm not do you know what? I actually still even then don't care if it's a fair playing field. But if you heard Murray saying that word in English, then he would be getting banned.
Kyrgios have a life ban. Oh, for sure.
And it's absolutely disgraceful that he got away with it yesterday. I'm a big fan of Verdasco, the way he plays. I love his style. Amazing style. The guy can hit the hardest ball. But I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. He behaved like a sexually frustrated monster. It was just awful. Every single one, looking up at his thing. It was awful. We were eating dinner.
I don't know what one of those is.
I don't know. He just wound me up. He's
frustrating. He's a wuss. He looked like a wuss yesterday.
Yeah, but Djokovic, absolutely brilliant. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised with how much I'm willing him to win, because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Djokovic in the slightest bit. But
he's showing guts and courage.
Yeah,
and because he's come back. He's been awful. He's losing to people who he shouldn't be, but he's still going. I like the comments he made in the week. You probably saw it. He was like, again, people are questioning him and asking him about it. He's like, look, press, people are starving. People are starving around the world. You think I'm going to be that worried about me not hitting a tennis ball as well as I have been?
Yeah, Milan, back off, Milan. It's your fault, Milan.
You have just got to put it into perspective. I mean, we've talked about this with parents and coaches and blah, blah, blah. Put it into perspective. At the end of the day, you hit a ball in the court with a racket. There's a few bigger problems out there and a few bigger pressure situations. So just keep it realistic. That's what I like about him. I want him to win. I want him to win.
The whole thing?
Yeah. I don't think he's going to. I mean, so our previous podcast, we made some predictions. Should we just get them out of the way now? If I'd have seen the draw before the predictions, there would have been, I just would have picked 4 people. Rafael Nadal, and probably Rafael Nadal. Because he got nobody in his half. Cilic and Anderson.
Even the ones that were... What? You say that they're not...
Cilic is playing quite well.
Cilic is playing well. Anderson's playing well.
Yeah, but there's just no way.
They're big hitters. No one would have predicted Soderling when he beat him in 2008 or 2009.
Yeah.
So come on, they could do something. But what I loved about Steve's predictions is that in the ladies,
and they all ended up in the same quarter as well. 3 of them
in the ladies. Svitolina.
What the hell?
Yeah, garbage.
Elena.
Yeah,
I'll send you a message, okay?
Pliskova got killed.
Kvitova. They could have even gone out in the first couple of rounds.
Kvitova by Mike Kontaveit, who they got toyed with yesterday by Sloane Stephens, who, by the way, is also looking very impressive.
Yeah, I've got to say, a shout by you, which I did not expect at all, Muguruza. Muguruza is just making her way very nicely to draw, getting better and better. Not spend too much time on the court. I think she's...
like I said, I think I said in the previous one, she never goes in. Any of the slams that she's won, she only won Wimbledon and the French, hasn't she? But any of the slams she's won, she's not had any form. And she really hasn't had any form. So she kind of goes in, even though she's a seed, she goes in kind of with no pressure on her.
Quite sure.
And then yesterday, did you see any of Kasatkina versus Wozniacki?
I know they've got to finish it. No, I haven't seen any, unfortunately.
Two things I want to say about that match, and my wife and I were watching it last night.
It's not finished yet.
No, but two things I want to say about that match, because obviously by the time this podcast goes out, it'll have been finished.
Well done, Daria.
Yesterday there was an issue. For starters, I just want to say, and you know I'm hero worshipping her. I love the way Kasatkina plays. Yeah. I love the jumping backhand that she hits. I love the fact that she can use the slice.
Whips her forehand.
What I don't understand, though, about her game is she's obviously got incredible hands.
Yeah.
She can't play at the net to save her life.
She
can't play anything at the net.
It's just a strange, common thing in ladies' tennis, not to put it down, but there's just something about volume. I don't know what it is. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to do it.
From the back of the court, she reminds me, in terms of the tactical awareness and the variation of spin, dare I say it, because it's rather big shoes to fill.
Well, I know what you're going to say.
Justine Henin.
Yeah, we said it before, yeah, absolutely.
She's just, it's the slice, it's the amount of work she puts on her forehand. I love her. I thought Wozniacki played brilliantly. In that first set yesterday, you won't have seen this, but the stat at one point was that it was 3-1 Kasatkina. And then Wozniacki pulled off something like 17 of the next 20 points and still lost the set.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Wow. I mean, the way she came through and the tiebreak. But the second point I wanted to say about that match is, at 1-1 in the second set, it was 9 o'clock at night. And Wozniacki came up to the net, and you had two... Wozniacki's 27, by the way. I thought she was a bit older. Two young ladies look at each other, have a chat, smile at each other, have a bit of a giggle.
Wozniacki's got a good character. She's a nice girl.
Got the umpire, got the supervisor, got the tournament organizer, and they were like, well, we're not going to finish this.
Yeah,
let's finish now, so it's not in a tight situation.
Yeah, you didn't get one person screaming. And...
They just, I remember Kasatkina is debatably on the cusp of the biggest win of her career. And they made them play. And Alicia and I were watching it, and we're like, well, they're never going to finish. They're never going to finish. The first point after they got told to go back on was around about 30 shots. And even the commentators were like, why are they even bothering?
Yeah.
They cannot finish this match tonight.
I've got to say, I find it quite annoying. And as a fan, I find it quite annoying that the French Open have so many matches that roll over the next day.
It's play, so
I know, but it is a tough one. I understand they've got to get through a lot of matches, but at this stage of the tournament, do they? I don't think there should be any matches. Why can't they play so late?
And they haven't got footlights.
Are they not? No. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
I don't know what the situation is with morning dew as well. Evening dew on the line stuff, because they were saying it was getting too slippy. That was another point as well, which I thought
it was court, wasn't it? They've been arguing about the court.
They're saying it's in really bad condition. However, there was another thing as well, which I want to come back to the Wozniacki thing as well. But Pierre-Hugues Herbert was playing with Nicolas Mahut in the doubles. And their match must have been carried over from the night before.
Yeah.
But he played his singles first. So his doubles didn't get completed. Bizarre. It was 5-4 in the first set. And then he had to come back the next day, play his singles first, and then start his doubles at 5-4. They won, by the way.
I guess. Well, that's just kind of maybe come back to what we're going to talk about in a little bit. I'm assuming singles is considered more important than doubles.
Absolutely, but it just seemed very, very weird.
Yeah, that is strange.
But Djokovic even talked about it yesterday with the umpire because he was complaining about how slippy it was, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, it seems like the authorities are not listening to the players.
No.
And there's two ways to look at this. One, well, actually, it's quite good that the authorities are being the authority.
Called out.
No, they're being the authority. Well, they need to be led. The players need to be led. If you allow the players, if you allow the players to get whatever they want, they'll just go. They'll play three tournaments a year and stuff like that.
I understand that, but they still need to have some. It doesn't look. It looks very one way.
I didn't feel comfortable yesterday because watching the Kasatkina versus Wozniacki match, they clearly were not happy, but they got to 3-3, and they literally again just came to that. But again, and I'm gonna re-emphasize the point. What was so good about that was that the match itself was brilliant, absolutely superb. Every single point was really hard fought, and you've got these two, and I've said it about Kasatkina in particular, wonderful characters of the game come to the net and actually, at the end of the day, they're having a boxing fight, and they're still in the middle of the boxing fight, and they're just coming in chatting and having, the respect. Well done, ladies, and my hat's off or my slap heads off to you because that was really.
That's what you want to see, and I think if there was more of that, maybe there would be more light on it. Maybe there would be more eyes. Maybe there would be.
Yeah.
Fun little things.
There are two ways to look at it, isn't it? You've got the Nadal and Federer love for each other, mutual.
Just in general, I think the men's game.
Yeah, but you do want that sort of.
Yeah,
you want the Wawrinka versus Kyrgios match and
Lucas Rosol versus anybody.
Yeah, Lucas Rosol. Watching him was like watching paint dry. Today I can't wait for Sharapova versus Williams, but it will be on mute.
Oh, cheapest.
I'll have muted that. But you want those kind of niggly ones as well. But I love the fact that those two ladies, and you see in the men's quite a lot as well, just show character, show personality. That's what I always go on about when I say about that I don't enjoy the ladies' game. There's no personality. Two ladies, amazing. So much respect.
Actually, I'll probably throw. I don't know if I saw the match with Zumhor versus Zverev. I mean, Zumhor the 5 sets played in great spirits. Zverev, even though he wasn't playing well, I don't know if you saw the one where he completely missed the ball. He just started laughing, looking around to the crowd. It's good to see, even in a cold one. He's playing terribly. He's losing. He's going to go out, and everyone's going to talk about it. And he did an swing, and he still had the. Now to just giggle. And Zumhor killing a ball kid.
It's quite.
It's on Strong Too Tight podcast,
Facebook and Instagram. Check those out actually because we're reposting.
Oh, actually, it's going to be here.
I don't really know how that works, mate. But great link over to the guys. You had Nadal, team, Zverev, and
Goffin.
Goffin
went out.
Goffin to Ciccinato.
He's playing good tennis.
Where's he come from?
Suddenly all my Italian friends like, Ciccinato's been around for years. I'm like, shut up. Never heard of him. I know who he is, couldn't tell you where he's from. Didn't even know he was Italian yesterday.
He probably did come in with one of the best forms, but I wouldn't have thought he'd beat Goffin though. And he killed him. He did. It wasn't close. So I never would have called that match. No way. So you've lost one of you guys. Although saying that, he did choose the number 1, number 2, and number 3 favourite. So there was no real sort of. I mean, I reckon Goffin was probably the 4th or 5th favourite for the event as well. So he didn't really hedge his bets for the guys, but yeah, you've got team versus Zverev tomorrow.
I think looking at Zverev was played 3 5-setters in a row. I know he says he's fresh, but it's going to take a little bit out of you. He's probably just telling himself that all for the media, but team looked very good. But I have a feeling Zverev has team's number. I think team knows it.
No, I don't agree with that. I think that obviously team's going to go in a lot fresher. Killed Nishikori, who was one of my choices, by the way. But Zverev versus team. Surely that's going to be the other side. That's going to be the other finalist.
Yeah,
but
Djokovic lurking.
Djokovic lurking. The winner could meet Djokovic as well.
Yeah.
Djokovic is. Why do you ask me that? Why do you ask me now? I'll talk.
I think he's got Cecchinato.
It could be Cecchinato.
And then the winners play the winners.
Right. So, but you basically got this situation with Zverev and team. I think for me, I would say Team will go in as favourite unfairly because he got killed by Zverev in the previous.
But then again, actually saying that, and I'm more of a Zverev fan. I think actually Team should go in as favourite on current form on this particular court, slowing up every day apparently. So.
Well, not forgetting that you've selected Zverev to win the whole thing.
I think he'll still get through it.
So you think he's going to beat Team?
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
He wouldn't. I think Team's going to get there. And the more that Team is in this tournament, the more worried I am for Nadal.
No, because I still think Team mentally, when he gets to a semi or a final, I think if Team, it's really bad, I can't remember the specific draws. If Team has Djokovic in the semis, I'm picking Djokovic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Djokovic would go in with nothing to lose. All the pressure would be on Team, which is an unusual situation for Djokovic. You know, Djokovic's been there so many times now. He's got the experience, which we know. And experience counts for one set, in my eyes, in that situation.
You're right, by the way. It's Djokovic versus Ciccinato.
And
then you've got Del Potro, isn't it, today? You've got Fognini, Cilic. You've got Anderson, Schwartzman. And you've got Nadal versus Martera. Where has he come from?
I think he did quite well previously. Was it Geneva or Leon? I can't remember, actually.
But wow.
Done well. Yeah, but let's
took out Shapovalov.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nadal's, I mean, obviously...
Schwartzman versus Anderson.
That'd be a good match. I know, yeah, it was a 2 feet difference. I noticed you edited it out.
Yeah, of course we edited that out. Fognini versus Cilic.
Amazing match.
Is the Del Potro? Del Potro is sneaking through this.
It's going to go 7-6, 6-7, 7-6, 6-7, 29, 27.
Did you see Isner's play against Pierre Hugerbert?
No.
Oh my God. I mean, the serving was just on a different level.
Best serve ever.
Really?
Isn't it?
Well, I'd say the most consistent first serve. I mean, he was making like 70% of his first serves. And you've got to serve at 215 kilometers an hour.
You're always going to get to tie breaks if you've got to. This is the key, which always, I tell you, this is that slight digression, which annoys me with coaching. They don't work on serves. Whether they're too afraid to the technique or. That's my favourite shot to teach. Both of our favourite shots to teach, actually. I think, and Paul thinks he's better than me at serving, and I think I'm better than him at serving. But it's our favourite shot to teach. But coaches don't do it. It is the most important shot in the game. If you have a good serve, you can make it as a tennis player.
Well, if you can't serve, you can't play.
Well, exactly. But people just don't look at it.
I think that's where Kasatkina needs to sort hers out.
Well, and Shapovalov, I think, as well.
That's obviously. She was serving certain serves at under 100 Ks. Under 100 Ks.
That's the weird part, the speed has gone down. But yeah, focus on your serves, kids.
But yeah, I think so. That's the quarterfinals sorted out in the bottom half of the draw. So we're just waiting.
I'm going to ask you a question. Who's your player to watch, male and female, for the rest of the tournament?
Oh, what do you mean to win it?
Yeah.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, I've chosen my selection is.
No, you're going to choose one. So we chose 4 for the first week. Now we're into the final week.
I think Nadal's going to win the whole thing.
I'm changing mine.
To
Djokovic. That's my heart. My head is telling me Nadal because of the draw, obviously. He's just had a fantastic draw.
As a tennis fan, more than anything else, as a tennis fan, a Djokovic versus Nadal final is really going to be amazing for the sport.
Yeah. I just think whoever comes to that bottom half is going to be knackered because there's some big matches coming up.
And if we get a Djokovic versus Nadal final, then the oldies are going to be doing a lot of to the youngies.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah.
Still, they're not getting there.
But just the thing is experience. Like, the peak years have changed, haven't they? You don't peak, I know, obviously Zverev is up there, but I still think 24, 25, 26.
But that was exactly what I thought when they said about Wozniacki being 27. Because I remember thinking, oh,
that's crazy.
Wozniacki, you know, she's old, she's this, she's that. And now, if she was 27, I'd have been thinking, oh, you know, her level's going to start dropping now because, you know, she's a couple of years away. She's got 6-7 more years and she's only won 1 slam. She's playing really well. Last night.
We haven't even mentioned Halep. Bless her. Just number 1 who gets left on the wayside. Just winning. She just keeps winning. Don't worry, she'll get to the final and lose, so I'm not bothered about it.
Well, she's got a tough one. The women's, I mean, I said my one to watch out for right now is Sloane Stephens, because she seems to move brilliantly as well. She's got great movement, and she's so steady.
I might go along with you with that, actually. Grand Slam winner as well, so she's been there, she's done it.
I was saying this to Bea, that there's so many in the ladies' draw, so many Grand Slam champions still.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Again, it's
amazing.
It's completely opposite to what happened in Roland Garros. Even Kerber's still in it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, Kerber took out another one of my players.
Don't say that.
Was she? We went very quiet then.
I was going to call her something. So I think in the women's, I can't call. I'll go with Stephens as well. I think we are so excited because we've got a countdown coming.
Yeah, you'll see now. It's going to be my wife is going to be on orders to create a countdown saying 5 days.
T-5.
4 days.
We've got a lot of work to do over the next few days for something in particular, which, I mean, it's just so exciting, isn't it?
World exclusive!
High five, Alicia.
High five, sweetheart. Yeah, there we go.
It's just amazing. Oh, I like that. We can add the sounds in for that one as well.
We should go with lunch.
I've forgotten what our new podcast seems like. We've done Players to Watch, New Beginnings, I'm excited.
What else did we say? We've still ones to watch. So in the women,
highlights and doubles.
Well, can we just say quickly who in the women's is going to win? Now we're midway through the tournament. You've lost all your.
I don't want to say because you're going to be right. Muguruza.
I still think.
Just pick someone different.
I still think Muguruza, but please, Kasatkina, if you can continue to do what you were doing yesterday.
Yeah,
my gosh, I would just be I will run around the car park naked if you win. I would do anything for her to win. I just think she's such a breath of fresh air. The way she plays, the smile,
she's got it right. She's got it right.
She's awesome.
Although the more and more the tournament goes on, I want Serena to win. I want Serena to win.
After this match, if Serena wins, so she's in the bottom half, isn't she?
Yeah.
If Serena wins, who from the top half would be the biggest draw?
Muguruza, Halep. I think Kerber's in the top half as well.
But who would be if it became Serena versus?
Well, I would be matching the final.
Muguruza. I think that's what people would want with Muguruza. Yeah. So
it was a great match.
Doubles. Really?
I haven't been looking at it.
I kind of lost interest when
it's clay as
the
well.
brothers got taken out and Jules got taken out. Jamie Murray got taken out.
I'm going to say, obviously, well done to the Skupski brothers. I think it might be their first Grand Slam together. Possibly. And they won one round, they got to the second. I thought they could have won. Obviously, thank you, Ken. We had a little chat.
Finally.
2 words. But it doesn't matter. That's what a Paul's one conversation.
But just so you know as well, I messaged Jules after his loss and he still hasn't responded. I sent him some nice pictures to make him feel better.
Like that. Yeah. But it's nice to see some British people in the doubles. I see Jamie, Skupski's. Cameron Norrie's on the rise. Right? Slowly.
You mentioned it. I thought he won one round, didn't he? Lost to Puig.
Yeah. Tough one.
Could have been Puig because Puig's done nothing. He can't serve.
French, you never know what he's going to do. But it's nice to see another Brit who wasn't born in Britain doing quite well.
Yeah. And again, British #1 that's actually not from Britain. No, sorry, British
I thought Kyle was looking awesome. Up to the he played well against Fognini. We know what Fognini is like.
5 sets against Fognini.
I thought Kyle was getting better.
For me, you play you get Fognini to 5th set, you think you're going to win. I mean, I think I was going to win just purely because it's Fognini. He's going to explode. He's going to. I'd love to see Fognini. Fognini, who we say he's got. Anderson, was it? Whoever Fognini's got, I love watching Fognini. He's great to watch. He's again another character. Yeah, just
probably got the least leg movement on a tennis court. I love that.
Oh, Daria again. You missed it. She's just got this knack of just standing there waiting for the ball to
go. Well, if you notice, sometimes, well, yeah, I guess it depends on the shot. Rotation, isn't it, on the forehand? And you've got someone like Thiem, 9 feet off the ground every shot. It's amazing.
You posted a great video, Thiem, with the movement backwards and forwards.
Oh, yeah. If you I always say this to anyone I teach or work with or anybody, if you get a chance to watch tennis, find video camera angles from lower level, from ground level, court side, because that's when you truly appreciate the forward movement to back, the footwork, the explosive power, the from a camera angle up high, it doesn't show it off as well. The height over the net.
And all you coaches out there that think you're amazing, but you're really not. Okay, and I'm even going to put myself in this category.
Yeah, but at least we look
acknowledge it, and we try.
Acknowledge it. Every day we're trying to get better.
Ask yourselves, or just review your coaching for the last, say, 12 months, and say, how many sessions have you done where you've encouraged reverse movements, backwards movements? Because I'll guarantee that most of the coaching guys out there, everything will be lateral or forward. Yeah. They will have not done exercises about moving back. They'll have not done anything about when the opposition starts moving in, move back.
It's actually a big problem in the UK. That's why we have a pretty bad reputation. I remember I used to did a bit of Spain, and I used to always laugh at the British. Just hit it high with topspin, because every Brit will stand on the baseline trying to take it early. And it's just pretty bad for your back and your shoulder. If you want to get injured, stand on the baseline and play tennis all your life. Move backwards. You see the video of Team at the Lions Judge having to move out the way.
There was one where somebody did an angle and they almost took the face off the line judge on the baseline. It was amazing.
You're going to have to make the courts bigger. It's crazy.
That's because they're hitting it so. When Team was playing City Pass, I said to Alicia, I think I said to you as well, they're going to have to design new balls soon. The new balls are going to have to change, because the way they're hitting it, they're just going to explode.
Actually, I got can I say my father-in-law? I'll say it anyway. He actually asked us, possibly, can we talk, not today, a different podcast, on the evolution of tennis balls, which I've never been asked before.
Okay, great.
Apart from knowing the difference in colours. That's something we're going to have to
research.
research.
White became, I think green, but people say yellow.
I say yellow.
I'd say green.
Or we'll definitely do a podcast if we're going to argue. Perfect.
We always argue. So, okay, well, look, I think we've reviewed it pretty much. I'm going to say Kasatkina and Nadal.
Muguruza and no, stick to my guns, Zverev. Come on, boy.
Okay, so
he'll be out.
Enjoy the rest of the week, guys. This is going to be now our last actual podcast before our world exclusive.
So in our next podcast, we're going to have something so exciting. Like I said, we've got a world exclusive of something in particular, which we've been sent by God. So keep your eyes peeled. The countdown starts now. Saturday!
1 p.m.
1 p.m. And just to let you know as well, these podcasts, we're going to be doing one a week. And they're going to be coming out on Monday evening. So it's just going to be one podcast a week, every Monday evening. So you know you've only got one job to do. Chris Fay told you, if you're not watching Strung Too Tight, you're not watching anything.
Don't forget to subscribe. And Steve, will you stop making people challenge me when I've got a torn ACL?
I'll tell you what, yeah, he hasn't got a torn ACL. That's getting wind. I haven't told him something which could be happening, which is going to be maybe going live on the radio in a match with me commentating or umpiring.
Last year, I tore my ACL, which I still haven't sorted out yet. It's in quite a lot of pain, always.
He hasn't torn
special needs.
It only comes. Your knee is only bad when you get challenged. I've noticed this.
You're so full of it.
2 weeks ago, you said you're going to have to go to the hospital to get your neck checked. And now you're fine. You're so...
This is a guy that in our former employment, he literally hit about 11 balls all year. Oh, my knee hurts. Oh, I'm so hungover when I killed him.
Well, that was a different scenario. I don't drink. What are you talking about? I'm an athlete.
There we go. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing.
Next podcast is a big one, which is going to propel Strung Too Tight around the globe
to the stratosphere and beyond.
I've been Stephen. He's been Paul. We are Strung Too Tight. Like, follow, share, love, tweet. I'm excited because I've seen something already.